Итак, после моей недельной болезни, простудой, наконец-то возвращаемся к стримчикам. Перепроверим, как все у нас пошло. Что у нас пошло? Эх, так, что мы начинаем? Да, жесткий. Нет, навыков особых нет. Я уже как-то играл, но на обычном уровне сложности довольно сложно. Игруха прикольная. Альтернатива Скайриму, если вам в Скайриме не хватает хардкорчика. Здесь, конечно, вам будет много чего интересно. Тут надо будет и учиться, и драться мечом, потому что надо им махать, с лука стрелять не так просто. Магии нет. Алхимия, вся фигня, все есть. Но чтобы этим овладеть, надо сначала научиться читать, потому что мы играем за сельского пацана. Как я помню, это вроде древняя Чехия. Довольно должно быть интересно. Игруха на Unreal Engine. На улице гроза смачная.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher. Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
This hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Какова любовь? Вот так вот.
Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry, get up
Подымайся.
now. There's work to be done.
Время приключений.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear
Да,
it.
на мечах надо будет драться.
You know how he feels
Все правильно,
about
чувак.
it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Шалопай. Так, надо будет сейчас собрать всю жрачку, которую только возможно. Кстати, тут очень много зависит от еды, от твоей
Fine state you're
опрятности.
in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Такс. Where is my mouse? Ловкость, выносливость, сила. Красноречие. Давайте, наверное, сначала силу.
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Следующее мы, наверное, возьмем красноречие, потому что пригодится.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Друзья-алкаши. Хе-хе.
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said they were, did I? And if I really minded you going for a beer with them, I'd have put a stop to it long ago. I was young once too, you know. And your father was no angel when he was in Kuttenberg.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask him yourself.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy anymore, Henry. You're a man, and it's time to start acting like one. Yesterday you promised your father you'd help at the forge. If you made yourself useful now and then, I wouldn't mind your mischief-making so much.
Can I
Так,
get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
отлично.
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was.
Так.
And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Такс. Здесь по максимуму надо все выполнять, потому что... Так. Гвозди для Терезы. Возьмем. Так. Взял. Маски. Спасительный шанс. Вот этот вот бутылечек. Это сохранение в игре. Когда ты его пьешь, ты пьянеешь. Поэтому здесь постоянно сохраняться нельзя. Во-первых, ограничения по количеству бутыльков. Во-вторых... Давай. Не возьму... Да собирать. И когда тебе наклепают по голове, с кем-нибудь подерешься, то будет все крайне печально. У тебя будут раны, тебе надо будет отлежаться. Чевичная каша. Сюда. Все пригодится. больше тут ничего не... Текс. О, сыр. Да, ты любишь сыр? Так. Поесть из котелка, бросить в котелок. Поесть из котелка. Отлично. Заряжена энергией и позитива. Морковь. Вон. Собираем по максимуму, потому что я знаю, что скоро случится. Скрыть замок. Пычек нет. Кассу на новина. Текс. Капуста. Берем. Так. Тут вроде бы... Не, он и хлеб есть, неплохо. Выбираем. Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. Все, маслаем так по нашим делам. С мамой мы уже поговорили. Пойдем к отцу.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going to get some sense? Anyway,
Играли на сердечной чакре
I'm
отца.
finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Им надо драться, чтобы прокачаться.
Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Загонять батя за пивком. Ну что ж.
Now I see you, I hope it will go even better. Here to buy.
Пошлите сначала к пьянчуге. Где ты? Сельчак. А, вот это.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Шо, махаемся.
Knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your
Здорово.
hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
Ну, красноречие такое себе у меня.
I must have
Пробуй.
misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me, would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that?
Да, мне
Your
все равно
heathen
на
father teach
репутацию.
you any manners? No?
Сейчас я
Well,
тебя
I'll
научу.
teach you then. Take care.
Попробуй. Итак, ваши раны. Пук, сильный и медленный удар кулаком в голову. Пук, сильный и медленный удар в голову. Ага. Пинок. F. Захватить цель Tab. Снять захват Shift. Ага, Q это для защиты. Q, F нас интересует. И дальше погнали руками. О, неплохо.
Way off.
Topsy Diddy.
Эй, пора меня ломать. Ты посмотри. О, неплохо.
Bloody hell.
Так как ты меня так захватываешь? Получи по щам. Эх. Ох, неплохо. Аж в ухе зазвенело. О, неплохо. Текст. А, ты ж могу тебя и пинком еще. Ах ты. А!
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too. Missed.
Не хочу я к маме идти, хочу навалить ему еще.
God damn.
Все. Обобрать.
Who's there? What's going on there?
Это был не я. Такс. Я тут нифига нету, походу, да? О. Поесть.
I locked chest. I'll
Where's
need
the
a lockpick to
молоток?
get into that. Fritz might
Убираем.
have one.
Да, грязный стол. Хе-хе. Больше ничего нет. Галька. Что, предлагали сходить к маме, чтобы она меня подлатала? Пойдем сходим. Надо было сохраняться. Но опять же, бутыльки очень важны. Мамуля, меня побили.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Айс. О, умыться. Такс.
Henry, I'm glad you came. Good health to you. Take care.
Уголь. 0,5 стоит. Пехи. Так, у него только уголь. Что я могу продать? Кунеша, молоток. О, чечевичная похлебка. Продать ее. Ого. А сколько мне угля надо? Так, нам нужно посмотреть. Пить мешок угля на рынке 10 штук. 5 урок боя на мечах.
Not yet, I don't. Give me a moment. That's the lot.
Thanks. God be with you.
Rakes, spades, forks and axes.
Набор портного. Такое. Бакалейщик.
Greetings.
Here you are. Thanks for it. See you later.
Уголь. У него дороже, кстати. 10 штук. Так, ладно. Сходим пока сюда. К друганам.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So are
Matthew.
such lords as
What's going on
Henry
here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting shit.
Dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Man,
Как всегда.
do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Конечно.
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Kunesh owes money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my
Я
own.
ему уже навалил.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
Alright, let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Ах, вот еще какой был вариант.
Henry's come to see us.
Что, погнали, пацаны, кидать говно. План нападения.
So are we doing this or not?
Right. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Так. Это она? Крестьянка. Это она?
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern, and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next week he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Да? Чё стоим? Да. Котлетку слепил.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet!
For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund.
Woohoo! Eat shit, dodgers.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbyszek? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Хорош. Headshot.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Kurwa. О. Этому быстрее можно насовать. О, прилетело. Шо ты ноешь? Падать. Ай, своего уже ударил. Все, сдулся. Сейчас я тебя насую. Чё мы убегаем? Мы его насовали. Далеко ж убежали? Капец. Давайте шибше.
Good health to you, Henry.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Green cabbage! Get it before it goes brown.
Ну шо, давайте, хватит уже бегать. Где еще один пропал?
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? And only straight not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway.
Oh.
Some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
4 отмычечки. Отлично.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
С тем я уже разобрался, смысл. Все. Закончили. Блин, карта такая удобная. Экс. Тут я уже все обшарил. Ключи я у него забрал. Я забрал. Все забрал. Так, что нам осталось? Топор, молоток и гвозди. Ага. Топор. Он? Да. Ну да. Ну что выполнено?
Welcome, Henry.
Аж надо поговорить с тобой. Мы будем поторговаться. Так, продать. Что у нас есть? Яблоки. 52 яблока. По 0,3. Это так. Вторые. Купить. Три столовых. Это так. О, так ты яблоки брать нормально не хочешь? Тогда мы пока отменяем с тобой сделку. Идем лучше продадим в лавке.Ец. Шоу купца. А не, еда чуть дальше. Так, идем сюда. Может, и яблоки купишь подороже? Продать. Яблочки. А так у нас... Один. Нам надо 3 столовых. 25 яблочек. Что у тебя есть? Паркаленовые против. Блин, зелье для сохранения. 113 монет. Ну, поторгуемся.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Экс. 3,8.
Agree?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
All right. And now?
That sounds pretty interesting. A little less, and I'll be satisfied.
Ну ладно, 3,6.
Very well, I agree.
Так, теперь можем пойти купить угля. Так, нам на 10 угля. Пять. 5 у меня нет, алло. Ты чё? Что за цены дурные? Возьмем пару уроков. О, сыграть в кости. Давай попробуем. Что-то думал, что это квест.
Why, oh why did I ever agree to this? I lose my shirt again.
Помощь-то. А, такс. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750. 3, 4, 5, 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1500. Четверки они. Вот. Единицы 1000 приносят. Единицы самые ценные. Так, 4.
Rags, fabric, brocade, satin. You'll find it all here.
Терка, тройка. Что? Я отложу.
Are you playing or praying?
Satin, damask, scarlet to please the ladies in your eyes. Just come right up.
И? Много, что ли? Очков. Как дальше кидать? Ага, 50.
Thread, long and strong to sew up anything you need.
Ага, одну комбину получается. Чего не приносит? Пятерка только приносит что-то.
Come now, fortune favors the brave.
Ничего не понятно, но очень интересно.
That's it.
Linen fabric, dyed and plain, something for everyone.
This'll be the one.
А я когда буду бросать, алло?
Strong linen, delicate velvet,
5.
beautiful and functional.
5.
Thread, long and strong. strong to sew up anything you need.
For the kitchen or the fields, my fine wares.
Ah, it's not so bad after all.
With scores like that, it'll soon be over.
Come right up and take some home.
Ничего не понятно.
No point in pushing it.
Everything for the house, garden and field.
Троечки.
Raised homes. Get the best right here.
Записать счет и бросить снова. Чик. Троечки.
This'll be the one. That's all.
God be with you, Henry.
There's cautious, and then there's chicken.
Воу. Не, все. Это все фигня полная.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords.
Краткий курс, как проебать один золотой.
What do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Конечно.
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Идем драться на мечах. Тот квест я еще помню. Бегать. Так долго ходит, пока овец погоняют. Че сидим, не понял. Встаем. Надо исходить, еще будет сундук вскрыть. Давай, мужик, быстрее. Пора махаться.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you.
Чему я тебя научил? А чему ты меня учил?
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Так, а где?
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key.
Быть непредсказуемым.
Not bad. Very good. Good. Nice. Good. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Not bad. Fine.
А, вторая кнопка, колющая.
Good. Once again. Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Right. Not bad. Again. Nice.
Есть. Короче, машем, потом колем.
Alright, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though.
Выполнили заданица. Маслаем к подружайке. И еще у нас есть запертый сундук в доме.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Кто ты такой? А. За пивком.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Конечно же ты.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times
Трачи по поводу политики были всегда, получается.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Oh.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
Честные делишки.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
А вечером не будет ничего.
Special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
О, 5 зелий сохранений. Найс. Такс. Как же ж мне с тобой говорится? У нас здесь лавка целая. Еда. Можно сюда? Не смотрите на меня. Может, займётесь своими делами? Кроме слежки за мной. Есть что-нибудь интересное? Ничего хорошего. Такс. Можно бабки мутить. Такс. Вернуть Д. Упс. Чё орёшь?
You! Stop right where you are. Surrender. You've committed a violation. You're under arrest. Leave me. You were seen picking a lock. You should have thought twice about what you were doing. That will land you a fat fine.
Огромный штраф. А откуда такие деньги?
Oh, come on, my friend. You know I'm in the service of Sir Radzig Kobyla, don't you?
Sure. And you think that makes you above the law? Think again.
Hey, you! Oh, hey, surrender.
Is that all you've got?
Все. Бам-бам. Мусора. Продолжить. Надо было сохраниться. О, да. Начали мы очень близко. Ого. Ты глянь какой. Чё я его бить не могу? Что за дела? Хорош. Хорош. Да чё ж ты своих бьешь? Да. Чё ты меня крутишь, алё? Так вот тебе. Давай, наваливай его со спины.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Damn! Let's go! Run, you cowards!
Получил по черепухе. Прокачал левел. В этот раз было не так весело. Блин, я столько всего уже поделал. На мечах подрался. Ого. Так, пацаны пусть убегают. Я пойду схожу к подружайке. Моемся сначала. Приведемся в порядочек. Текс.
God save my lovely.
Мы уже все. Так. Так мы выбирали. Купить кувшин.
Thanks.
It's on me today.
Don't worry, dearest.
Oh, how?
Thanks. You'll have something to look.
You-
Vanya,
I suppose.
he promised to teach me how to.
What use would that?
Enough.
How?
Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Давай, шибше, квик.
You bet I will.
Это мы закончили. Блин, обидно, конечно. Фиг знает куда отбросило. Зато в кости не буду играть, в которых я проигрываю.
From yesterday's great wound.
That was nothing.
No mother's. I don't want to. Spoken.
God be with you, Henry.
Yes?
Начнем.
All right.
Паркур. Какой же он долгий.
So, can we get?
We can.
Good.
Надо будет сохраниться.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Not bad. Good. Now you're getting it. All right. Now you're getting it. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine. Very good.
Есть.
Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Fine. Not bad. Again. Good. Once again.
Все.
All right. That's enough.
Отлично. Первая кнопка махать. По звездочке по той. С разных сторон. А вторая кнопка колющий удар. В тыкву. Так, надо сбегать к пацанам. Шо ты, одуплился? Забирай его. Да.
Hey, stop that! Christ, a thief!
Чё, офигел? Бежать. Пацаны. Дефаем.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out. That old ba-
True, but I'm worried that...
Well, let him.
Good point. It's not as if...
Anyway.
You! Halt!
What's that? Hey! You!
She sits down and gets on.
Глянь, бегут за мной.
Hey, you! Don't move a muscle. You there, stop!
Хочу я останавливаться. Глянь, прицепились опять. Опа. Хочу я быть арестован. Ты чё? Ай, ай.
You were seen stealing. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you mustn't tell anyone. The Lord of Ratai sent me on a secret mission.
My heart bleeds for you.
That's too much. I don't have that much.
You still have to pay the penalty. Looks like you'll have to sit it out in jail.
Jail? All right.
Get moving. I hope you rot. Give me all the things.
Maybe next time you'll think twice about breaking the law.
Hey! I'm over here! What the hell's going on? Let me out!
О, такого еще не видел.
For the love of God, let me out! Let me out!
Конец игры через смерть в тюрьме. Прикол. Бля. Опять фехтовать, да, бля. Какая прекрасная игра. Да что ж ты хочешь от меня?
Is that all you've got?
Ау. Лянь, прицепился аж. Посмотри на него. Что? Who's next?
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catchpole is on his way!
Run, you coward!
Так, туда бежать нету смысла. Пойдем лучше пока с девчонкой поговорим. Жениться. Так, это не то.
God save my love.
Ты, конечно же.
The Deutsche.
Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла.
I need ale.
Третий раз слушать, конечно, это будет жесть. Да, это тебе не Skyrim.
Thanks.
It's on me to...
Don't worry, dear.
Oh, Hal.
Thanks. Vanya.
I...
He promised to teach.
What use...
Enough.
Hal?
Is that so? Really? You bet I.
Ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла-ла. Давай быстрее, спасибо за 5 сохраночек. Тебя все равно убьют. Так, надо, короче, с этим чуваком потрындеть.
Have you recovered from the...
Oh, it was nothing.
No mother's happy. I don't want to rot. Spoken like...
Yes?
All right.
Так, пока он идет, я открою балкон, потому что жара. В прошлый раз я как-то быстрее прошел стартовую локацию. О, можем что-то прокачать. Мужчин. Живучесть нет, ловкость нет. Чего? Аскет. Ведение. Лазунчик прикольный. Прикольно. Так, выучить. Да? Да. Проходим. Что мне надо по квесту? Джей, да? Так, попробуйте другими. ЦК отмычки. Ага. Расходим.
So, can we get...
Снова в бой. Сейчас сохранить. Потому что это уже по кругу просто уже задолбало.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Так, надо пока просто подвигаться. Шифтом. Эй, какого черта?
All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Now you're getting it. Nice. Good. Once again, not bad. Fine. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine. Good. Very good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike.
Что скинуло мне
out of sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time.
Ага.
As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Very good. Good. once again. Now you're getting it. All right, that's enough.
Все, с этим выполнили. Сейчас трендим с пацанами, берем отмычки. И тогда сейвимся, потому что ну его нафиг. Только можно все по кругу. Даже топор не хочу дергать.
How are you, Henry?
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get...
Never heard of you.
Че взяли?
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out. That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker.
Well, let him.
Good point. It's not as if anyone.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Пойдемте ему насыпем толпой. Стоит тут.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole? Just try it, you old drunk.
Сразу мне поебало.
Now you're done for.
Пацаны, насыпьте ему.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Топор.
Mother, what are you up to? Thief!
В смысле? Блять. Не. Я не сохранился опять. Бля, ну пиздец. Ну за что? Фак. Какая прекрасная игра. Блять, только что себе обещал. Надо сохраниться. Это какая-то жесть.
You'll get what for.
Ого. Собака бешеная.
Welcome, Henry.
Run, you cowards!
And we better fucking run.
Пацанами мы там типа отбежали. Блин. 5 зелий халявных. Шли, наверное. Хотя, нафига ей давать деньги? Я и так получаю на халяву. Ничего не даст это. Давай, потрендим уж. Да, ты...
The Deutsche. Well, I'd say I need ale.
Here you are.
О,
It's
Thank. Vanya.
ла-ла-ла-ла. 28 раз. Тут что есть? Давайте. Пила, мы сейчас тут накрысим. Крыть. Шо. О, как раз норм тема. Нет ключа. Свернемся.
You'll find it all here.
God save you, Henry.
Listen, really, it's just that some. Never.
Мычки взяли.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch. That'll.
True, but I'm white. Good point.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. Let's get to it.
Такс. Пока рано.
Kunesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
What the fuck are you here for? Do you want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Вот так вот.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Что у него продать? Тут ничего нету. Тоже все обшарил. Болт. На лавке. А если я сейчас строну топор, он опять начнет верещать, как маленькая девочка. А, украл. Боже. Что можно собрать у алкаша ценного? Ничего. Гоняемся.
Are you quite well?
Топор можно не красть.
How are you, Henry?
Эти дуэли уже задолбали.
Yes.
Масла, я этому пока гвозди продам.
How are you? Good luck then.
О, молоток. Да. Капуста. А где гвозди? Репа. А, вот гвоздь. Ё-моё. Лук. Что купить?
That's stolen. What are you trying on me? Get the hell out of here. Goodbye.
Как ты узнал, что я его украл? Хорошо, продам тебе такой лук. Кто доволен? Хрен с ним, давайте весь лук продам. Наслаждайся. Репа. Сыр. Яблоки. Яблок до хренища. Так вот.
I'd like to discuss the...
Да, это я знаю, как торговать. Ем.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Отлично. Как это фехтование задрало, ей-богу. Отмычки есть. Надо будет сейчас еще раз сохраниться, чтобы я уже больше это все не повторял. Набухаюсь. Попробовать пару этих вскрыть.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Bye.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Very good. Not bad. Fine. Very good. Good. Once again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Nice. All right. Very good. Good. Let's try something else.
Как раз уже точил.
Without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Very good. Good. Once again. Very good. All right. That's enough.
Так, теперь мы слаем к таверне, сохраняемся, пробуем вскрыть замок. Пока есть 4 отмычки. Давай, оп, паркур. Надо как-то прокачать умения. Чё в хате немца бы порылся?
God be with you, Henry.
Ой, давай, проходи. Закрываемся. Не, тихо. Сохраняемся. Сохранить. Раз сохранена, а вот теперь закрываемся. Так. Местечко. Ага. Открыто. О, книжки. Хорошо. Так. Это было хорошо. Так, проходи. Больше никого ничего нет. Что в доме немца? Ничего интересного. Ничего интересного. Будет тут ходить, походу, я так понял. Так, у нас в доме что-то еще было. Сундук. Его еще вскрыть. Мамка не заругает. Кроемся. Открыть легко. Так, ищем. О. Да ёп. Последняя. И хорошая. Какой хороший сын обворовал свою семью. Ха-ха-ха.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
О, еще и настучим на
Things
нем.
could be better. Kunnish owes us money and he doesn't want to pay.
That drunkard? It won't be easy wringing any coin out of him. What will you do?
Yeah, it's already done. Kunnish got a hiding he won't forget in a hurry, and at least I beat a few coins out of him.
Good for you. But watch out. He's as slippery as a snake. You won't miss a chance to pay you back.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzik, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Все. Последняя миссия.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Where have you been with that ale? It's as flat and warm as horse piss. Go back and get me another, and you can pay for it yourself. That's the price of stupidity.
Долго ходил с пивом. Ну хоть бабок намутил. Да проще.
Greetings, Henry.
I'm back.
I can see that. What's the matter?
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough for Father.
You want me to get it for you?
Aye, and a smile from you.
God be with
Ты хоть в этот раз бабок дай ей.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You...
Out of the question.
I...
Так, готово. Игра для подпала жопы. Чтобы у тебя 30 раз ничего не получилось. Что там, батя, будешь доволен? Бери пивас.
About.
I have charcoal.
Good job. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. We'll fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house.
Ну ничего страшного.
Catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again. So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king? The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Конечно. А Лыгана побить с него, выбавить деньги, это нормально.
Furnace is ready. Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Вот так вот.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the...
А я уже забрал их.
Henry, are you all right?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks.
Я был предусмотрительный, все уже вытащил из дома.
Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
А ты бабник, смотрю.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it.
О,
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before...
все равно он будет твой какое-то время.
I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
О, папа.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Лысая башка, дай пирожка. Абракадабра. Да, стойте дольше, сейчас вам поприлетает.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Хорошие ворота. Я там уже все забрал, что ты захватил.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the gates!
Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Печальная история. You're next.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Так, линяем. Так, тут лошади нигде. О, лошади. Дали мне. Залезть не могу. Там еще есть.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Я там нифига не сделаю. Ну такую. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Кто меня... Прекрасно. Так. О.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Как сесть? Посесть верхом. X. Тікаємо з города. Кровотечение. Прекрасно. Давай, ехай. Пацаны, не стреляйте.
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream.
Сюда, наверное. Где не гонятся? Гонится еще, посмотри. Кто этот готов? Нет? Отстань. Заскриптованные дурачки. Глянь. Сколько вам надо, блин? Отстаньте, все. Тікайте, хлопці.
Run for it!
Я правильно скачу. Вроде как по указателю да. Будь здоров. О.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here! Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Who's in there? They're turning tail! Quickly! We're closing
guarding the gate.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Все, good night.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Почти как новенький.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Сразу отдал приказы и накидался.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
I have to eat something.
I heard
My insides are shriveled up with the hunger.
Так, постелька тут светится.
Look out.
Где еда?
You're that lad from Skallets.
Двигайся. Где похавать? Наверное, сюда? Да.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Вот так вот нарезали задачу уже.
Oh, God. Eat. Food.
Так. Ну, по еде все? Нет? О. Сейчас мы тут наберем все полные карманы.
You're that lad from Skallets. What in heaven's name happened there?
Полные карманы. Сейчас нагребем всякого добреца. Яблочки. Сюда.
I'm sorry about what happened to you, but it's no...
Репутация понизилась. Ну блин, ребята, что поделать?
Could do with a bite to eat.
В смысле? Ты ж только что поел. Тебе еще надо. О, наконец-то ты нажрался. Брюха.
your patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace,
Утешенница.
to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
Попробуем ей соврать чуть-чуть.
And even though there were several of them, and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Really?
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Не получилось немножечко приврать.
I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Так, куда идти?
Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get there, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanish.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Athe now!
Вот так вот. Не дают вернуться.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. So
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. May the Lord watch over you.
Так, надо что-то сожрать. Рогалик. Поели, отлично. Что мне тут стоять или куда-то идти? Сюда, наверное. Что делать? Непонятно.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? You're
Не
supposed
знаю.
to keep watch on the something you're looking.
Я что-то должен увидеть.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Так, у меня же есть книжка. Можно ее попробовать учить? Отлично. Такс.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Куда? Кто? Откуда?
We're going to the blood skeletons.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners,
see how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Scheiße. Рыжий еще.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Нормально у него палка-копалка. Так, игра сохранилась. Пан Борик. Подожди, мне что, с этим поговорить надо? Да.
God be with you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Sir Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these Cumans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Take care now.
Новая запись. Что по весу вообще? Ага, 54,5, 78. Ага. Текс. Речь. Вот это очень полезно. Ага, значит появляется звездочка, и я могу прокачать. Ловкость почти накачана.
I suppose. God in heaven, man-eaters.
Freezing winters.
Mary, Mother of God, preserve us.
Такс. Сохранились. Ау. Сложно, очень сложно. Там что за замок? Закроемся. Красть можно.
What's that? Must have imagined.
Интересно, интересно. По крайней мере, лук надыбал. Стрел, отлично. Ты? Чё, не могу всякие алебарды взять? Последняя отмычка. Так, тут уже мы все.
Good morning.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Votova. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful. But he can get anything you want. I saw him by the local granary.
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming.
And no mistake, that army of his is enormous. Good luck, then.
Хотя, наверное, сейчас найдем торговца. Трындим с ним.
Them with the strange clothes and iron masks on their faces.
God be with you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. May the Lord watch over you.
Карта сокровищ. Совсем монет. Ну это все мне может самому пригодиться.
God be with you.
Is there someone here who...
Votova's your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granary. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny. If he hadn't already sold her long since. May the Lord watch over you.
Вотава. Окей, все, вышел.
Them crewmen with them horrible visors on their helmets.
Все, валяемся, алло. Да, чупак и есть.
From top to bottom with one chop of a sword.
That's impossible.
Foreign soldiers with a crowman?
Пойдем свистнем 2 щита, попробуем продать. Что будем загружаться?
Nobody could do that. I swear to God, that's exactly what I heard from that merchant.
Fuck! We escaped certain death by
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Good luck to you.
Товаруша.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
А, ему все можно продать.
What do you say to this?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Такс. Торгаш у меня светится. Так, может, надо...
Good day to you.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
How should I know? Maybe some disguise so I could say I didn't recognize you? If a Talmberg soldier turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
God be with you.
Так, сохраняемся. Что сегодня? Если интересно, комментируем, ставим лайки, чтобы понимать, продолжать эту игру или нет.